Mrs.M.NALA, Assistant Professor of History, Sri Sarabha College for Women. Now we discuss about the role of freedom fighters in Tamil Nadu. Introduction. The British administration prohibited the Hindu soldiers from simmering religious smoke on their forehead and ordered the Muslims to shave their beards and trim their mustache, which created a strong resentment among the soldiers. On July 9th, 1806, one of Tipu's daughters was to be married at Vellore. The revolting soldiers gathered at the fort under the pretext of attending the wedding on the wedding on the midnight of July 10th. The soldiers surrounded the fort and killed most of the Europeans and unfurled the flag of Tipu over the fort. However, the British crushed the revolt in no time. Next, we will see the Madras Mahajana Sabha. P. Rangaya Naidu was elected first president of Sabha. The Sabha adopted a moderate policy in its early days. Madras Mahajana Sabha was considered to be a unique one that paved the way for our national freedom. The Sabha voiced out the fundamental rights of our countrymen. In 1930, the Sabha organized the Salt Satyagraha movement on April 22nd in Madras, Georgetown, Elliston, the High Court and the beach area. When the British government banned the Congress Party, Madras Mahajana Sabha conducted numerous exhibitions to incite the patriotic feeling in the hearts of our countrymen, as well as all the India for the exhibition and the Swedish exhibition conducted. Next, one of the freedom fighters, V.O. Chidambaram Pillai. He started his career as a lawyer in Tirunelveli. He encouraged the formation of Trade and Guilds and Workers Association. He was the founder of Sudesi Dharma Sangha Weaving Association and Swedish Cooperative Stores at Tuticorin. The partition of Bengal had drawn him into politics. He organized coral mill strike in the town near the seashore that resulted in the increasing of workers' wages and a reduction of working hours. He followed the militant leader Lokmanya Tilak and preached his philosophy. He charged with sedition. He was sentenced to 40 years of imprisonment. Next, one of the freedom fighter, Subramanya Siva. He was a freedom fighter and creative writer. He was arrested many times between 1908 and 1922 for his anti-imperialistic activity. When Siva was unable to walk due to the severity of leprosy, the British government enacted a law for Siva that leprosy patients should not be traveled by rail. Due to this, Siva traveled the whole length of Madras province and the foot. He eventually died on 23rd July 1925. Next, one of the freedom fighters, Subramanya Bharati. Subramanya Bharati, he was worked as a Tamil teacher at Madurai. The Tamil teacher at Madurai. He also served as an assistant editor of the Sudesamitran in 1904. In 1907, he participated in the Surat Conference and supported the demand for Suvraj along with the Tilak and Arabindo. In April 1907, he became the editor of Tamil Weekly India. In 1908, he organized a huge public meeting in Madras to celebrate Suvaraj Day. After the First World War, Bharati entered British India near Kadalur in November 1980, where he was arrested for giving evidence in case which had been instituted by the British against Kappalottiya Tamilan. He was released after 3 weeks in custody. He passed away on September 11th, 1921. Another one, freedom fighter, Vanjinathan. He was under the service of the state of Trivandrum since the activity of the extremist alarmed the British. The collector has stood down and killed 4 persons in Tirunelveli. In order to take revenge against the collector, Vanjinathan secretly went to Maniachi railway station and shot dead Ash went after which Vanjinathan committed suicide. So next freedom fighter, achievements of Periyar. He expressed he spread self-respect principle through the Kudiyarasu, Prachi, Vidudalai. He also published some books against social evil. He visited many European countries and studied their way of life. After his return, he propagated 14 points of socialist manifesto. In order to check the growing population and to keep good health, he suggested the family planning. Work of E.V. Ramasamy Nayaka. He was the first leader the country had ever seen to inculcate self-respect, nationalism, women liberation, and social equality in the minds of people. He joined the Congress in 1919 to realize this idea. He joined the non-cooperation movement. He led the famous Vaikom Satyagraha in 1924, where the people of downtrodden community were prohibited to enter in the temple. Finally, the Trivandrum government relaxed such a segregation and followed the people to enter the temple. He moved a resolution for reservation in government service for non-Brahmin in the state conference held at Kanchipuram. He started the self-respect movement in 1925 to spread and execute his idea and policy. He criticized the meaningless idea and superstitious belief and unbelievable pranic story in the public meeting. as the president of the Justice Party, a political party, Justice Party, known as South Indian Liberation Federation, Liberal Federation, founded in 1960, principally to oppose the economic and political power of the Brahmin groups. The party goal was to render social justice to the non-Brahmin group to gain the support of the masses. Non-Brahmin politicians began to propagating the ideology of equality among non-Brahmin castes. Brahminical priesthood and Sanskrit social class value hierarchical were blamed for the existence of inequality among non-Brahmin castes. 1937, when government required the Hindi to be taught in the social system, Ramasamy organized opposition to this policy through the Justice Party. After 1937, Dravidian movement derived considerable support for the student community. In the later year, opposition to the Hindi played a big role in politics of Tamil Nadu. The fear of the Hindi language had its origin in conflict between Brahmins and non-Brahmins. The Tamils accepted of the Hindi in the school system was form of bondage. When the Justice Party weakened in the absence of more support, Ramasamy took over the leadership of the party after being jailed for opposing Hindi in 1939. Under his tutelage, the party prepared, but the party conservative members, most of whom were rich and educated, withdrew from the active participation. Next, one of the freedom fighter, Tirupur Kumaran. He was a great revolutionary. He founded Desabandhu Youth Association and led protests against the British. He participated in the march against the ban on the national flag, and he died from injuries sustained from the police assault. He revered as a martyr in Tamil Nadu. Next, one of the freedom fighter, P.N. Annadurai. He was the founder of Dravida Munnetra Kalagam. Anna's inception into politics was through the Justice Party. Anna chose the Justice Party to work for the establishment of casteless and classless society. He became an General Secretary of DMK. In 1967 election, his party got victory and Anna became the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu in 1967. He introduced the scheme of 1 kg rice for ₹1. He also introduced Tamil language development scheme. Government under the leadership of Anna changed the name of state from Madras to Tamilagam, Tamilaga Arasu. He was conferred doctorate by Annamalai University in 1968. Next, one of the freedom fighters, Satyamurthy. He was an Indian politician and patriotic. He was the political mentor of K. Kamaraj. He served as a mayor of Madras Presidency in 1939, leading campaign to restore public education, improved water supply, and improved the life of the citizens. He started practicing as an advocate prior to his initiation in the national movement. He participated in the Swargis movement and Quit India movement, for which he was imprisoned several times. He passed away on 28 March 1943. Another one of the women freedom fighter, Dr. Muthulakshmi Reddy. Dr. Muthulakshmi Reddy fought vigorously against the Devadasi system. She was the first woman in India to get a degree in medicine. She started Career Relief Hospital in 1949. She was also interested in politics and social reforms, uprising her role in the agitation against Devadasi system. She also nominated the Tamil Nadu Legislative Council in 1929. 1930, he organized the All India Women Conference at Pune. He also started Avai Illam, an orphanage at Santom in Madras. He was another one of the freedom fighter. C. Rajagopalachari. He became a lawyer at Salem in 1890. He joined the Indian National Congress and participated in the Calcutta session in 1906. 1930, he broke the salt satya laws at Vedaran. He won the 1937 provincial election and became the chief minister of Madras presidency. During his administration, he introduced the prohibition, passed several laws to upliftment of Adi Dravida, and other depressed class. He became the first Indian Governor General of India. He founded a Swatantra Party in 1959. He wrote many books. In 1955, he was awarded Bharat Ratna. He was also referred as a Chanakya for the diplomatic skill. Another one great freedom fighter, K. Kamaraj. He was one of the greatest freedom fighter of Tamil Nadu. He entered into the freedom movement of India. He taking part in Vaikam Satyagraha in 1924. He enrolled himself as full-time worker of Congress Party in 1929. He participated in the Salt Satyagraha in 1930. Because of his active participation in the Quit India movement in 1942, he was arrested and sentenced to 3 years in Amaravati prison. He served as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu for 9 years and introduced various welfare measures like free education, midday meals, construction of dams and the canals to improve agriculture, etc. He was famous of his policy known as Kamaraj Plan. Next, one of the women freedom fighter, Novalu Rama. She belonged to Isai Velala caste. In olden days, girls belonged to this caste were sacrificed to temple to do service to God. Later, they were ill-treated and humiliated by the landlords and zamindars in the name of caste. Muvalu decided to fight for their emancipation. He joined the Indian National Party and organized the Conference of Isai Vellala in 1925. He was supported by many great leaders who raised slogan against the cruel practice of development. As a result, government passed the Muthulakshmi Devasaki Abolition Act. They inspired women to take part in national movement on large scale. Thank you.